What's up, guys? FPV here, and today we have the Nazgul 5 HD from Iflight here ready to review. I've actually had this quad for a little bit, probably about a month now, and I've been flying it all over, getting some nice freestyle with it. So what makes this quad real special is that it has a Cadex Vista located in it, already pre-built from Iflight. So it's really a bind and fly option for if you have the DJI system. They also have the regular Nazgul5. I'll also leave the links to these quads down below. It's pretty much the same as that quad, but it doesn't have the Cadex Vista in it. So check both of those if you're interested in either the DJI version or just the regular, analog version. But what really I wanted to do is give this thing a test flight and break down all the specs for you guys to see if this is something interested in you guys wanting to purchase, or should maybe you guys just save your money and get something totally different. So we're going to go ahead and answer those questions in this video. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and go to the bench and go over the text and the specs and get on with the review. So starting off with what you get in the package for the Nazgul 5 HD version is in the box, pretty much you get the quad itself. You do not get this GoPro mount. I actually made this so then I can go ahead and get some GoPro footage of it. So you do get a USB-C cable and also a micro USB cable. I did notice that micro USB cable did not work for some reason when I tried to connect to Betaflight, so maybe it's just my computer. I just switched the cables and it worked fine, so I don't know about that. But we do also comes with some extra screws, comes with like some extra battery pads, anti-slip, some stickers. That's really all it comes with. It doesn't even come with actually any props in the box. But it does come with an antenna, so you do have an antenna that it does come with, and of course everything's built and ready. So you will need to get yourself some extra props if you do consider buying this quadcopter. So starting off, we have the XL5 frame. This is from Iflight, and this version does have, this is the version 5 frame. It does actually have some thicker arms and a thicker bottom plate as well. So you'll notice that right off the bat, it is a new and improved version of the Iflight frame, XL5 frame. And then also we do have a Sussex F4 flight controller, and then also we do have a BLES Sussex flight controller as well. Hopefully I'm saying that brand name correctly. Sussex is how I would pronounce it. Does have a Cadex Vista in the back, just like so. And the frame, I would say, is a really, really nice frame. It does have some built-in camera protection. It does come with it in the box, so you have to slip that over. I did set this up in my setup video if you want to check out that link down below. We also do have some really nifty TPU mounts. How they have this right here, I had to add a crossfire receiver to it, and it has a nice little slit, if you look real closely over here, where you can slide all your receivers and whatnot in there. And then I just made the crossfire receiver come out the back and kind of zip tied it together to make it work for me. It does have two battery straps, which are really nice quality. I'm not sure if they're Kevlar, but they are stitched really, really nicely. So that's a big plus for the Iflight. Also the motors. We do have 1900 kV motors for the 6S version. I believe the 4S version has 2400 kV motors, but they should still fly relatively the same. Just one's on 4S and one's on 6S. So guys, let's bring it out for a test flight, and I'll give you guys how I feel it flies, and give you my thoughts. So let's get on with the review. Alright, so we're off with the Nazgul HD, and I can tell you just from flying it around quite a bit, it does fly really, really smooth, and it's definitely not a bad choice if you're thinking about buying this quadcopter. As you can see, I'm flying around here in the field, and it is about 25-mile-an-hour winds this day. It is a pretty windy day, and you really can't even tell, or even tell that I was even flying in that windy. You'll see occasional hiccups where, it bounces back and forth, but that is probably the wind knocking it around, because this thing does fly smooth and unbelievable. And if you haven't noticed already, you're watching the onboard recording from the DJI goggles. So this is blown up a little bit just to fill the screen up. So you will see a little bit of artifacts from the resolution not being all that great. But this is about the quality of video you can get on YouTube if you wanted to use this for some videos or for some freestyle. I did carry a GoPro on this quad, so let's go ahead and switch over to a new spot and talk about some more things about it. So this is on hyper smoothing, 2.7K, 60 frames per second with hyper smoothing and all that stuff on. So you're not going to see really any jitters at all. But I wanted to give this an example of, you know, what kind of footage you can get if you do strap on a GoPro, and it does not impede the performance or anything of the quadcopter because it can handle it. It can definitely handle it, especially on the 6S version. No problems at all handling a GoPro on top of, you know, the Vista and everything. So it is a pretty heavy frame. But let's go ahead and go over the bench, and I'll give you guys my likes, dislikes, and see if I recommend this quadcopter to you guys. So, what are my thoughts on the Iflight Nazgul 5 HD? I definitely do dig it. I like it quite a bit. It's actually going to be staying on my wall because I'm going to be keeping this quad. It flies really, really good. It can take a beating. I think they really resolved the issues with the iFlight frame. I know I've seen a couple complaints that people were snapping the bottom plates of these, but they made it a lot more robust and a lot thicker. I think that's about like 8 millimeters, maybe, if not more, thick. I mean, that's pretty thick carbon right there. But the only thing I could say that probably I would not like about this quad, I mean, it flies smooth, it gets some fantastic footage, is if you don't have a GoPro or something to strap on top of it, because the Caddx Vista does not have onboard recording, so you have to get your recording from your DJI goggles. So if you don't like that footage, and you're going to be posting to social media and actually using it for maybe some professional means, it might not be a quad to pick up. But if you're looking just to have some fun, post your videos as you know, like post your YouTube videos just for people to see, or record your own flight in progress, something definitely you consider is this quad, because it is fantastic. So I'll be leaving links to both these down below, to the 4S, 6S version, and also the non-HD versions. So if you're interested in picking one of these up, click on those links because they are affiliate links and they do help support the channel and help support me. So if you'd like to help support the channel, go ahead and use those links, subscribe, give this video a like if you found this video helpful, and this is Viper FPV, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Peace.